but everything should be fine. So we are to start the next. Oh, it's a little loud, eh? The next. Oh yeah, we're just gonna continue on working on our cross stitch. Not gonna lie, I'm a little tired, but I'm always tired, so it's like, what does it mean? Just kidding. Not about being tired. I'm just about what does it mean. I know what it means. It is no confusion. Oh, we're actually doing. I like this other one more. This one more. But how you been? How was your day? I haven't seen you in 24 hours, which is a long time on the internet. I need to. I forgot to set up the second camera. I will admit that. I feel I'm using the cable that came with my Razer keyboard, and I feel like it drains the battery faster. Does that make sense? Is that like even a possibility? Is that technically feasible? But and I do want to try using my boyfriend's phone because he has an iPhone, which generally there will be comparable Androids and not Androids, but like flagship phones. However, in my situation, like I said, not only is it a little old, my phone, but it is also a fold, which means, hey Percy, nice for you to drop in. I pet him last night. I was just too nice to him last night. Percy's a little, yeah, I'll say he's an asshole, okay? So like you can't give him. You give him a foot, he takes a mile. You gotta be careful with him. Yesterday, you guys saw I was petting him. Yeah, con eso he felt confident enough to like get back on the table, on the desk. He's not allowed on the desk. And then I was also after I finished the stream, I had to like get some clips for TikTok and stuff. And so I had him on my lap. And already, like, from my lap, just, like, placing him on my lap, he was trying to, like, get on top of the desk. And it's like, buddy, what do you think this is? And, he eventually settled down on my lap, but it's too much. Okay. So, I hope we are good to go. And we should be there. Okay, good. So no more breaks to pet Percy because he can't be trusted. We will only now pet him when we're over there. Okay, he's just sitting on the arm. That's fine. You can see his little ear. And that's okay. He probably won't last there long. I have another cat, but you guys don't see him because we have to keep them separated because they are territorial. Percy especially. Percy is a territorial one. Like I said, asshole. And it doesn't matter because I actually want to get started. And so for that, let's see. I'll pull up. Why don't you want it? If you want it, take it. Should have said it before. Okay, there we are. Okay, so last stream, so yesterday, we ended the color, which means that today we can start something different. So I'm half tempted to do this like green section in the corner just because it's so much and it's so easy. Well, and there's plenty of green, so I think today maybe we just tackle all of it. Yeah, that works out. Because I also wanted to do the tail, but we will be done with that fairly quickly. And now we do have some shading with this, with like the second color that we have down here in the tail. But that's boring. Not boring, that's just more tedious. So I'd rather do the green because that's a lot more satisfying. And I can cut off some long pieces. So that's what I'll do. I had half a mind to just, listen, I wanted to print it out and that way it'd be easier because I can work in big sections at a time instead of just like per page, because I'm sure this green extends onto the other pages. But then I went to Office Depot and it was going to be $24, and I'm not paying $24 to print out a pattern that I'm going to use once. Admittedly, I would use it for like a year, but still, that's too much money. At that point, I might as well buy the printer. Okay, so, I need to check the key, because I do not remember, and I think I do have it pulled out, but just in case. It is the diamond, and it is 907, so. And we will start, I guess I have to start with this one here, with the singular stitch, just cause. Ah, Percy, buddy, no honey, I don't know what you think is happening here. Why it's suddenly okay for you to be on there. He had learned his lesson. Okay, something that would also be satisfying to do these, the circles, the filled in circles, that one also would be satisfying. Okay, 907. Oh my god, was it 907 or 906? Because I have 906 here. It was 907, wasn't it? Frick. I need to double check because I forgot already. And it's, yeah, see, it's 907. Okay, 906 was the N, I see. 907, so it is not in fact this one. 907. So I'll pull it up. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm done with 906. That might not be true. I don't know why I paused the music, but there it goes again. Okay, we start right here with that singular diamond on its own. I'll be pretty generous here. Oops, so sorry. Because I'm going to do a loop start because of how much. That's pretty good. Ground we have to cover with this color. Percy, no. Vámonos. Come on. Ándale. There you go. I'm so sorry. I keep moving it. But I will zoom in a little bit just so we can not get like the worst quality ever. We will be working right down here, so. And since we're doing a loop start, I'm just gonna separate a singular one. I lost it. Oh. He wants it so bad. See, he's here to play with it and he can't because he will eat it. He will just flat out, no, Percy, He'll just chew it up and quite literally eat the thread, which is obviously not a good thing. No. You must not pass. I know that's not how it goes. Great. I made a little knot. See, with yarn, I like to just pull at it, and it usually works. But it's thicker, so I'm a lot more confident about it. This one is just a little bit more annoying, is what it is. I think tomorrow we might take a break from cross stitching and we'll do crochet instead, because I've been missing it, which is, it's nice, it's good. I haven't done it in so long. But I did it so much when I first got into crocheting. Okay, so where is, it's like somewhere down here. Is it this one? Did I just do that wrong? No, yeah. Wait, no. It's because... Oh, no. No. So which one is that one? What am I looking at? Okay, so these three, and then it's like right across here. So it should be right here. Yeah. Okay. That square really messes me up because it looks so different. It looks like such an olive green in the, I forgot. I forgot I'm doing a loop start. It looks like such an olive green in the pattern document. And yet it's actually like, this, it is a bit of an olive green, I will say. Can't see. Guys, I need new glasses. Sometimes it's just hard for me to focus my eyes. But like they are, I haven't used glasses for too long, actually. I only started using them like maybe 2 years ago. Maybe 3. But it, I see, yeah. But it wasn't that long ago. Okay, there's that one there, and now we can, it was just like a singular stitch, and now we can go down onto the big part. And I will zoom in a little bit just to make it a little bit easier to see what we're working with here. And so the first stitch is right here. No, it's on it. Okay. And now I had done this part before, but I didn't do it well. And I did not like how it looked, so I took it out. So I do need to buy more of this thread soon. God, I have some loose thread that I didn't sew in, and it's getting caught up. I just tucked it behind a fold, and hopefully that takes care of it. But I really miss not needing glasses. You really don't know how good you have it until it's gone, you know? I miss being able to just lay on my side without a concern over anything. Calándome, like, being, feeling uncomfortable. And then just pain. Or anything just sliding down my face whenever I look down for long enough periods of time. Really is a tragedy. One of the biggest hardships I've come to know. Swimming is really sucky when you have glasses. It was nice to not have to worry about, oh, what if they get wet? Where am I gonna put them? I'll be able to just dunk my head underwater whenever I feel like it. I would never get surgery though, like laser. My eyesight isn't even that bad. It's like I barely needed glasses. I think that was the most upsetting part. Because it's like, just do better. Like you're just not trying hard enough. And, but I definitely needed them. I'm, like, not to say that, like, my doctor, like, lied to me or something. Because I 100% needed them. Like, it wasn't, ¿cómo se dice? Like, mucho aumento, but... But I definitely needed them. And then for a while there at the beginning when I first started using them, I forgot I needed them. And so I would like wake up and just start like going about life, doing what I gotta do. And even now it still happens a couple of times. I will not lie. Sometimes I do just get up and start, you know, just like going to the restroom and stuff like that. And then I feel it. And I'm like squinting my eyes and I'm like, my eyes kind of hurt right now. And then eventually I remember. But it's much less frequent than before. But I'm honestly surprised it took so long to catch up with me because I was one of those people who would stay up until 3 a.m. reading books, so. And I was reading on my phone because that's all I had. So I feel like that must make it worse. It's a screen, the letters might be small. I don't know. I don't remember. I could have made the piece a little bit longer, but it's not that bad because it's a loop start, so it's easy. Am I covering it too much? Be honest. I'll center it a little bit more. Oh, remind me. Here, let me make a note real quick. I'm trying to be better about things like this because I'm the kind of person who will be like, oh, it's fine, I'll like remember. Of course I don't, but then also, or worse, I'll be like, oh, it's just not a big deal, just leave it like it is. And both of these things are really bad. So I'm trying to be more mindful, make sure to write things down so that that I just have the information accessible and situations improved. So move ring light to the left side. Nope, not the left side, to the right side. To avoid shadows. I got my cute little reminder. Now I will put it on my screen here. Because it worked last time when I had to remember to buy an Ethernet cable, which I did, and then also figure out if I could use how to fix the Droid app that I use to make my phone a second camera. So I recommend people writing things down. I hate shows that are just so good that you miss them immediately. And because it's just so sad because they're not real and you can't really live in them for too long. And it's all just a cope anyway. Does that make sense? I don't know. It makes me uncomfortable now to rely emotionally on things even if they are fictional. But because what I'm thinking of is Stranger Things. I adore Stranger Things. And it's just so crazy. I don't know what's wrong with me sometimes because it also took me a while to get into it. Because like I tried watching the first season, and when maybe like the second season was out, and I got bored. And then I tried again. I don't remember when. Some years ago, maybe like 3 years ago. It was that long ago. And I adored it. It's so good. The first season really is magical. Like, it is no surprise it became as popular as it did because it is so well thought out. It is so very clearly just very intentional, like I said. Unfortunately, the only thing unfortunate with Stranger Things is this thing that happens with all great series. Okay, not all great series, because that's not true. I think like Harry Potter doesn't really count in this sense. But it is very clear sometimes that they spent so much time on the first thing, like on the first part of whatever it is they're working on, and so much that, well, because they're allowed to, right? Because there's no expectation yet, there is no timeline yet that needs to be fulfilled, so they have that time, and while they're getting it greenlit or just pushed out onto the world somehow, whether it be book, movie, TV show, whatever it may be. And then it it gets the green light, and it has to, goes out to the masses. And now the masses are expecting the next one. And for most things, I think there's like an expected 1 year timeline. And so now you don't have all the time in the world to make the thing perfect and extremely, like, imagine if Lin-Manuel Miranda had to write another Hamilton, like Hamilton the sequel. Like, it would just not be as good, respectfully, probably. Well, it's been so long. Assuming that he had been writing it this whole time, sure. But imagine, like, right immediately after Hamilton, he had to write a sequel. Would it have been amazing? Probably, because it is Lin-Manuel Miranda. But it wouldn't have been as good, because he took 7 years to write Hamilton, and it shows in the masterpiece that it is. And so, with Stranger Things, it is such a great first season. Magnificent, I tell you. But then none of the other seasons compare. The second season was my least favorite, personally. I honestly don't even know if that's the popular take or not, so someone let me know. Was it the second season? What's the second season about? Yeah. It is the second season. Because that's when she meets her mom, right? So sorry. I need to grab something to drink. And the third season, that's when Max comes in. And when the mall comes in? No? Or is that the fourth season? God, I can't remember them. Especially because when I was watching them, I think we were like already like three seasons out. And then I think I didn't finish it until I think I binge watched all of it, like the first 3 seasons, because that's what was out at that point. And then I think I didn't watch it again until the 5th season came out, and so I rewatched it all from the beginning to be able to watch it. Or I rewatched it all the way up to almost the end. It's because I put off watching the end of season 4 for forever. Like, for probably at least a year. Like, just, like, the ending. It took me, like, God, months to watch the last episode. Because I'm absolutely ridiculous that way. But also because I typically watch things when I'm eating. And when I'm eating, I don't like to watch things that are gross. For obvious reasons. And Stranger Things can be gross. Put it in the wrong one. There we go. And it is just insane the timeline that they took, though. Because maybe that is why the second one. What's the time gap between the first and second season? It can't be that much because they were still pretty young. And then from there it gets more egregious. But it is a great universe. Okay, it's a scary universe, but you know what it is great? I think the best part about Stranger Things, God, it was such a breath. No, it was such a, no, yeah, a breath of fresh air. Yeah. For a second, I thought I switched them. Um, with those characters, because as someone who's a big fan of books and stories, but it's particularly those that center the youth doing some like crazy thing, which is what like most YA book will be. That's exactly it. Then it is so one of the best parts about Stranger Things is that they include the adults in it, and not only do they include them, but like sometimes the adults are the ones like getting things done, and like they're just like on the same side, and that's such a relief. Not only is it the adults, like the parents, well, most of them, the ones that matter, but also the chief of police. Are you kidding me? That's like so frustrating, like from someone. Okay, because you don't know, watch the 15 seasons of Supernatural. Is it 15? It might be like 16, but it is about that many. And I dare you to not get annoyed, because like they are at some point like wanted by the FBI and whatever, and it's just like, don't you understand that they're like saving the world, hunting things, the family business? But of course, no, they don't. And so it can get so frustrating. And I understand that some, people use it as a good, like the writers will use it as a good, it's easy conflict. But, and in some ways, in a lot of ways, reasonable. But that's why it is so great that they give us Hopper. And he's a fun character as well. Nancy Wheeler is a fantastic character. They do such a great job, because in the beginning, and then Steve Harrington as well. Jesus, I love Steve Harrington, don't we all? He's definitely like up there. Such a beautiful character. When he comes back with the bat, iconic. Instant classic. And so in a lot of ways, that's really like what I'm missing. I'll be honest, I will give a little bit of criticism here. They had Millie Bobby Brown cry too much, or she decided that her character was a crybaby, or something along these lines. Because like, I get that she can do it on command, and that's great. That's excellent skills to have as an actor. I understand. But Jesus Christ, she's supposed to be a superhero, and she's just like constantly crying all the time, and just like saying like, oh no, no, and then it's like, can't we do better? Okay, I put these in the wrong way. Sorry, it came out. So that is one criticism I have. I know people had a lot of problems with the ending. And I can't really say I agree. Do I wish it had a happy ending? Yes, especially because I think it's more common now to not get the happy ending, to not get everything that they wanted. I think it would have been better if it was just a like okay, there's still technically this like looming threat above them with them wanting the bad guys or whatever wanting to experiment with on stuff, but at least everyone is together. Mm. Like I said, I don't mind. I do like what they did with Hopper, with him being the one to help Finn Wolfhard's character, whose name I cannot remember right now, to let her go, because I guess in some ways that just shows his character growth, or at least that's what it's supposed to represent. And it is, right? It is, because he does. And this the entire time he'd been struggling with his guilt and sadness over his daughter. So I appreciate that much, but I guess it's like I just can't help but feel like we're already not guaranteed happy endings in the real world. Like, just give them to us in fiction, because that's the only place where you can. So just do it. But like I said, I understand. I don't mind it. I wonder if they'll ever do a reboot. We have that Harry Potter reboot to watch at some point. We'll see how that goes. That's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be so crazy. I feel inside. I hope it's good. I hope it's better than the movies, honestly. And you know what? I don't mind. One, because the movies will always be there, right? It's not like they're like deleting them, and replacing it completely. And then two, you always have the books, and the books are just like their own thing. And my boyfriend and I, we've been doing a Harry Potter reread, probably for the last 3-4 years. And it's such fun. No, Percy. Come on. Go. Sorry. You can't see him because he's underneath, but he's in there. But yeah, the Harry Potter books are so great. Has anyone tried listening to the graphic audio? It's not even graphic audio. It's like a full cast recording. Because I don't think those two are the same. They might be. I'll just finish this line, and of course I will be done with this thread. So we're already cutting it close. Okay, nice. And now we get to get more thread. He's like right beside me. God. Do not mind my chipped nails. Friendly reminder, I work at a warehouse, so they're not gonna stay pretty long, if at all. And I also didn't, I didn't do enough coats of neither paint, like nail polish, I mean, nor Percy. God, you're so annoying. God, he's so ready to fight me. You can't see because he's not in frame, but trust me, he was ready to fight me. I need to deal with those ends at some point. Oh, you know what? No, the only complaint I will have, and I do mean this one, is I don't know why they didn't just have Steve Harrington and Nancy Wheeler just end up together. Like, why? Why? Just have them end up together. I feel like it's kind of insinuated that maybe at some point they do, because Nancy comes back to Hawkins, where Steve is at the end, and they kind of share some looks. So, but that's just not. I needed something more concrete than that. This one goes. This one keeps going. But there's some cross stitch patterns on Pinterest that are Stranger Things inspired that I love to get to. So if I ever get bored with this project, which is very, very likely, then we just might start a new one. No, Percy. No, Percy. Look at this. ¿Qué haces? No. 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 Mm-mm. No, no. 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 It feels so twisted, no? Like, it's... Oh, I have another massive pattern that I could start that one. And in some ways I feel like that one will be easier because it's just a solid color across the board. And if I just like go in and literally just color the pattern into the Ida. I just need to choose the colors because the ones in the pattern, it just shows, no, Percy, no. It just shows a white background with the blue thread. But, and I do like it. I know that there's like a million combinations you could do. And even just change the color in some parts of it, of the pattern. Like, you know, like you can customize it. We'll have to hang this up wherever we stream from now on. Wouldn't it be cute? Like, no matter if we move rooms or whatever, like, you will always see this in the back. And you'll know that it was all accomplished at the start of this journey. No, Percy, no. Someone come get your cat. He is mine. There's the one to come and get him. I think I've decided I need to watch more TV. I've been watching too much YouTube. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to catch up on Hermitcraft. I know I just said I watch too much YouTube, but that's my show. What do you want me to do? I'm just about an episode behind. Like, they just recently posted this weekend a bunch of them, so I need to catch up. I watch probably about like half of them. But the ones I enjoy for different reasons are, I guess, mostly just to see what they build. are I'll watch Scar, I'll watch Impulse, I'll watch Gemini, I'll watch Mumbo Jumbo, I'll watch Green, I'll watch... What else am I watching? There's more of them. I know, I'm just missing them. Well, I guess we can zoom out a little. Oh, that's opposite. Who else am I watching? Oh, God. My back hurts. Impulse. Skiz. I'll watch Skiz. Oh, I'll also watch Tango. It's really cool to see what he's been up to. B-Dubs. Oh, I love B-Dubs. He's probably my favorite. And he posted recently, so I need to watch that. And I need one person I do want to catch up to, because I feel like I also started some. Oh, there's someone else I'm missing who's doing that I'm also up to date with. Who's doing all the music stuff? Nope, can't remember. No, Percy. Oh, God, you're such an annoying cat, but you're so cute. God, you're so adorable. Look at you. And he's still reaching for the thread. You're so stubborn. Andale. Subía. We can go back to normal. So I want to move you guys a little bit down, closer to me. Okay. We are halfway through this section. But I need to watch more movies and stuff and more TV shows because I've just been missing out completely. No, you're not allowed there anymore. You overstep. Come on. So this weekend, I will watch all the movies I've been holding up. We did a rewatch this weekend of I feel like there's another movie, but I can't remember which one it was. But we watched Pitch Perfect 2. No, 3. And let me tell you, I love those movies. The first one particularly, probably one of my favorite movies ever. It is so fun. It is so good. And it was the first time I ever heard a cappella. Yeah. Just period. And it blew my mind. It enamored me. And those are strong words, but I stand by them. I had never heard it before. And, God, it's so... I mean, I remember it viscerally. It was like meeting the love of my life for the first time. Which I kind of do remember. I remember seeing my boyfriend for the first time. Because I was, as one is, on YouTube. And this was... I was in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. 8th grade. I was a baby. And it was summer, and I would be on the computer a lot. And eventually, randomly, and it shouldn't surprise anyone, I think the algorithm just did its job. Because I, of course, love Disney movies. I love musicals. Oh, like I have been rewatching some movies. That's true. Like I rewatched most of Burlesque because they have it on YouTube for free. And I pay for YouTube Premium, so. But there's gonna be a throwing the cat off the desk counter at some point. But yeah, so my YouTube algorithm, it was just doing its job because it presented me with the riff. No, not even. No, even better than that. It presented me with the scene in the pool when they sing "Just the Way You Are." Gotta tell you, I had never seen nothing like it. I'd never heard anything like it. And immediately I started watching like all of the other scenes that it gave me. And then eventually I was just like, oh, like this is a movie, I'm gonna watch it. And forever changed. It's such a feel-good movie. Such a good feel-good movie. It's so good. It's so funny too. But I've been able to appreciate the humor more as I've gotten older. Because I was in 8th grade. It's, which means I would have been, what, like 14, 15? And it is, for like college kids, and older, I think. But we watched we rewatched the 3rd movie, and that was fun. It's the wackiest one for sure, but it's still fun for what it is. It reminds me because Haley Steinfeld is also in it. And she's also in Bumblebee, which reminded me of Transformers, which is another one of my favorite movies. Oh no! Sorte uno. Wonder got. Oh, I was left behind, so now I gotta do this. No, I can't. It's too. There we go. I would normally try to go and complete another row, but because that's torture, I'm actually just gonna go ahead and complete that stitch and attach more thread. Backwards. You know what? I think, because I love, my favorite genre of movie is action adventure, right? Maybe an action comedy, depending. But it's less likely. I just happen to really like Rush Hour. But, action adventure are for sure like my favorite ones. So when you think of like Journey to the Center of the Island, I can't think of anything else. Transformers also are very much in it. I like a lot of the like natural disaster ones. Those are also really fun. I really enjoyed The Fault of San Andreas. That's also really a fun one for me. Don't know what that says about me. But I feel like we haven't been getting a lot of new movies in that genre specifically. And you know what? I think it's because we have superhero movies now. I think they just replaced it because those are action, maybe adventure, mostly action, but maybe. You know, I think that counts. You know, there's just like a limited amount of movies they can make a year, so I think because, you know, Marvel was dominating with Phase 1 as they should. It was magnificent. I think they just stopped making these types. And I miss it. Just the movies that have been coming out, I don't really care for them. None of them pique my interest. Yeah, because I'm trying really hard to remember what even has been out that isn't like a superhero film. But I haven't even been much to the theaters in the past couple of years. Just because like nothing calls to me in that way. Like if you're going to the theaters, you want it to be an experience. Like you're not going to go into a theater for a rom-com, or at least I'm not. Oh, no. That cannot have been the last movie we watched. I can't remember. I was gonna say Avatar, like the Way of Water or something, whatever it's called. But no, there's absolutely no way. Oh, sorry. No, I'm sure it must have gone after that as well. I think it's just that times are changing. Because, for example, like Warner Brothers was up for sale, and Paramount ended up buying it. And then, you know, Netflix also had put up a bid, but then they backed down because it was overpriced already. And of course Netflix doesn't like need it, especially nearly as much as Paramount does, who we all know. Like who pays for Paramount Plus? Like only the people that forgot to cancel their subscriptions, that too. And then like you have Netflix producing a lot of great TV and a lot of great movies, as in it's TVs and movies that are, you know, they're hitting the mainstream, they're topping the charts. Did K-pop Demon Hunters win an Oscar, a Grammy, something? What am I thinking of? So it's just a different media environment. Like streaming is of course the most prominent thing. People don't want to go to movie theaters because it's expensive. So I think it's just I'm getting old. Life is changing. So so I guess I'm looking forward to see what's new. What else comes out? And also, I think actually what I'm getting from this is that I need to invest in a movie, in a home movie theater. Home theater? Whenever I buy a house, of course it's gonna be one of the rooms. But for here, when I say that, I mean I need to get just a sound system and a bigger TV. Alexa, when does the next season of Percy Jackson come out?
Season 3 of Percy Jackson and the Olympians is set to premiere in December 2026.
Ugh.
It'll be based on the Titan's Curse, the third book in the series.
Oh, I know. Thanks. Till December? Ugh, that's so long.
You're welcome. Glad I could help you find out about the upcoming season.
Alexa, when does the next ACOTAR book come out? October?
The first Avatar, The Last Airbender.
No. Alexa, when does the next The Court of Thorns and Roses book come out?
Oh, you're in for a treat. The next book in the Court of Thorns and Roses series is coming out October 27th, 2026. And guess what? There's another one on January 12th, 2027.
I know.
Looks like Sarah J. Maas is really keeping us on our toes.
Moss? Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Absolutely. She's really spoiling fans with that back-to-back release schedule. I love that she couldn't bear to leave readers hanging with a cliffhanger for a whole year.
I agree.
Right? She's basically giving us a literary feast.
Why is she still going?
So close together.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Happy reading when those books drop.
Absolutely, I cannot wait. God, okay. So, October. God, why does everything have to be so late in the year? October, we get ACOTAR. And probably, something, a new Taylor Swift album, whether it be a Speak Now 20-year anniversary thing, or like maybe, is it Speak Now? No, it's not Speak Now. It's Taylor Swift, her self-titled album. And then December we'll get the new Percy Jackson series. Season. And then when does Bridgerton? Probably until next year, right? I'm just trying to see what I'm looking forward to. Can someone give me a reason to live? I guess ACOTAR is a pretty good reason. Not gonna lie. That's enough. I just forgot that it was coming out and that we get 2 books. I'm pretty excited. What else is coming out? Oh, I know that the Spider-Man movie is coming out, but me personally, I'll be so honest, you guys. I'm over Tom Holland already. Like him as a Spider-Man, because it's just been too long between movies. What's going on with this here? Do you see this? Not really. You can kind of see like it's like looped almost. What is it doing? Oh, that kind of helped. If you just pull at things long enough, they might fix themselves. Oh no, it's way too tight. Okay. Let's hope I can get away with not, with that knot. Like, I haven't watched a lot of the newest, or newer Pixar movies. I didn't watch Soul. I didn't want, Elio? Something like that. So, I didn't watch... God, I swear there's been more. I didn't watch Inside Out 2. I didn't watch... I can't remember any other one that's come out. But... I think any Disney Pixar movie, I just... didn't watch it. I didn't watch The Lion King 2. The one that Lynn worked on as well. Although that one I'm perfectly fine with. Honestly, The Lion King seems so boring to me. I mean, Hakuna Matata is a great song, but apart from that, I'm pretty good. But I was talking at some point about Transformers and how that's one of my favorite movie series. Such a great one. The first one is so good. I was always uncomfortable as a younger girl with the way that they portray Megan Fox in that movie, just because I know that it's mostly just a bunch of old guys watching these things. Or just, I guess just because I knew like the demographic would be predominantly male. And you can tell, right? Like the way they tell these stories, who they want or expect their audience to be. But apart from that, but apart from that, it's still a good story and a good movie. Okay. Just do one short. I think maybe if I were to go to school and study a career, I actually think I might do journalism. I guess I would try it out, or try to, you know, figure out what it's about. Because I thought about maybe, like, I would be doing, like, maybe, like, economics, or what was my other thing? Business, maybe. Maybe marketing. No, probably not, if we're honest. But I do have a general curiosity for journalism. But because I have a general curiosity for all of these things, and just a general curiosity as opposed to a burning passion, then that's why you see me sat here instead. just need to make it to the end of the row. I was getting a little nervous when I was cutting that thread, like the first initial piece, because I felt like it was gonna be too much. But you know, you just underestimate because of how much ground we're actually covering here. And because this is not typically the way that, you know, you'll crochet a section, there's not this much coverage with the same one single color. Yeah, I was not, like, I was not estimating well, so. I'm so ready to be done with this. This thread, I hate it, so short. What's the one movie with Will Smith and a dog? I Am Legend? That's a good one. Sad though. The dog dies. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I don't remember. I think so, though. There's a movie with Jackie Chan and Jet Li called The Forbidden Kingdom. That one was my favorite movie for a while. Because I'm a massive nerd. It's just... God, it's just... God, it's so lame. The premise is pretty... It's so, not lame, it's just dorky. If you've never seen The Forbidden Kingdom, it's about this one kid who's like obsessed with like karate movies, or at least a very big fan, and he gets them from this like small tiny little business ran by an old Chinese man. And then one day he is in the store and someone is they're trying to rob the little Chinese guy, and God, it's been a while since I saw it, and he ends up like grabbing this staff there that is like an ancient magical relic, essentially, that when he is, God, okay, they shoot the man. Crazy, I know. And so the main character, of course, sees this, and so he like he starts getting chased by them. Hello. The Forbidden Kingdom. Ever seen it? Great movie. It was my favorite for a while. And when he is being chased by the people that shot the store owner, he ends up, like, the staff kind of, like, comes alive, and it, like, shoves him off a building. And when he's falling, and when he lands in another world. I don't think they ever really give us any information about this world. And basically in this world, it turns out that there was a Monkey King, and he had, that was his staff, and I honestly, I don't remember actually more than that. But there's an evil king. Our main character has to, like, train to fight him, and then he meets Jackie Chan, who is playing this, like, drunk guy, who also is a kung fu master, and it's a really fun movie, honestly. And it has Jackie Chan and Jet Li, so I feel like that's gotta count for something. I know that some people were, like, big fans of what's his name, Bruce Lee, but I feel like maybe I was just too young for it, because no, I didn't get it. I never saw his movies, and they never. Oh, but Yusuke, you know why? Because I'm a fan of, like, action and, like, kung fu movies, but, like, American movies. And that's just, like, my preferred genre. But that one was that was one of my comfort movies for a bit. And then after that, I think it became Journey to the Center of the Earth. And then, I mean, you have the second movie with Journey to the to the Lost Island. What is it? What's the second one called? Anyways, it has Josh Hutcherson, so sign me up for that. Are you live on another app? Yes, I multi-stream. You can watch the stream on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. No, Percy? No, siree. No. No. Oh, you know what other movies I really like? Okay, oh, you know what? I don't dare call this one a favorite just because Chris Pratt is in it, and who cares about that guy? No, Percy. Come on. No. Vámonos. Oh, yeah, he does. He's been wanting to help. Yeah, but mostly he just wants to eat the thread, but Jurassic World, also really fun. Great action adventure movie. God, the concept of the movie is just so fun. And it's such a great modern, like, story. Like, okay, it's a great modern retelling of Jurassic Park. Is how I feel about Jurassic World. Big fun. Also, another good movie that I enjoy rewatching, The Megalodon. I don't know what to tell you. I am a fan of movies with big, scary creatures that don't actually exist. If they actually exist, I'm out. I did watch one because I watched Anaconda when that was a thing as well. Good one. There's a second one, never seen it, doesn't look nearly as good. But there's another one with the crocodile That one's pretty scary. But I also don't remember what it... I watched these when they were, like, on TV. Just randomly. It's so hard to see. Okay. Yeah, it's just right up to the same level. Yeah, the Meg is one I've rewatched a couple times already as well. Like, especially if I can find these movies, like on streaming services, definitely watching them. Like, and it'll be like these types that I like to rewatch often. It'll be these that I'll make sure to add to my, like, physical library. Ahí vienes. And he's back. This is where he starts. He starts in the back of the chair, and then he makes his way sneakily to the side through the armrest. And then before you know it, he's right next to me again. Percy, why can't you just behave, huh? Why can't you be a good cat? It's already 12:30. I'm not gonna lie, this section is taking me a little bit longer than I thought it would. More or less. I guess I was hoping it would take me most of the time, but also not, I guess not, I just didn't think it'd be this much. Because we still have some more of that other color, I mean of this color, just in other parts. So, I thought I'd be able to get to all of that, but maybe not. Especially because I need to go eat dinner soon. As I still work tomorrow. I know, very unfortunate, this whole working thing. What can you do? I think what I'd like to do, what I'd like to try more, I've done, because I never grew up watching scary movies, and I'm okay with that. I don't feel like I missed out on anything, because I watch them now, and I'm still underwhelmed. I guess I just don't understand people who enjoy negative experiences. It's very hard for me to empathize. Because negative experiences, for me, they're just negative. Even after they're done, they're just negative. So, like, getting scared is not fun for me. Which I assume it has to be for the people who watch scary movies. But, so a genre that I would like to try, Percy, God, I don't know why he dropped to the floor, is like more like mystery. Oh, you know, like what was a good, really good movie, and it got the hype it deserved. Knives Out. I think I just understood why it's called that, because everyone's like backstabbing each other, more or less. Or, yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Or everyone is attacking each other. I don't know. I guess maybe there could be multiple interpretations of it. But mysteries, they could be fun. I mean, I enjoyed Sherlock Holmes, BBC Sherlock Holmes, when that came out with Benedict Cumberbatch. Which reminds me, Doctor Who. I need to catch up. We've got a new Doctor soon. That's really exciting. I don't know if you've heard. I don't know if you like. I don't know if you follow. But Billie Piper, Rose Tyler herself. That's crazy. God, that's gonna be so emotional. It's gotta be. She's so pretty. Oh shoot. Oh, we're fine. I can just go from here to finishing it out. I stopped watching, and not really by choice, I don't think, because I think it was around the time that I moved countries, and so I just didn't have the time, and in some ways the resources to watch it as it was coming out with the 12th Doctor. I finished only, God, but it's also just so sad when the Doctor leaves. It's so hard. Change is so hard, and they force it upon us every 2 to 3 seasons, sometimes 1, like with 9. And Christopher Eccleston is one of my favorite Doctors. God, yeah, he is. He's just, it's remarkable how these things that we know. Percy, sorry. No, come on. Bonus. He's just not allowed, okay? I feel like, oh no, it's there. Okay. Yeah, like how the stories that we enjoy in our youth just stay with us. But because, yeah, I watched it up until the 12th Doctor. Even, you know what? I'm remembering, even the end of the 11th Doctor, I was a little finicky. I don't remember it that well. I remember something about the 11th, no, the 12th hour? No, the 11th hour. Which one's the saying? And, where he almost died, but then it was like, no, it's not time yet, or whatever. God. You know, oh my God. If anyone is ever like, oh yeah, I'm a Doctor Who fan, I have half a mind to like do a meme of like, oh yeah, who's whatever. But I would do like, oh yeah, what's your favorite Chameleon Circuit song? Because that's how lame I am. God, it's just so sad. I hate losing a Doctor. I don't want to watch the show anymore. It sucks. That's not true, but then we get 11, and 11 was the best. We had such great moments with 11. But also gets really sad, too. God, you just really can't escape it, can you? But I have to do a rewatch and watch the newer seasons. Yeah, like after you pass 12, completely unknown to me. I barely know 12. Like after that, no idea what's going on, so that'll be a complete mystery for me. Okay, I hope I can make it with, okay, I want to, but I'm not gonna be able to make it with just this thread. Oh no, I did it wrong. Oh, God. Okay, there you go. So I just have these 2 rows in this section, and I'll be done with it, and then I can move on to a different section and just finish out this color in the other parts. Oh god, it's so annoying. There's the loose thread from the other pieces I've attached, and I keep like not sewing. I keep like pushing it into the front again with my needle, and or I pick it up with the thread that I'm currently using, and I pull it to the front, and then it makes me think that I'm doing something wrong. I feel like companies aren't producing DVDs. Oh, Alexa, when is Speed Racer in 4K coming out?
Speed Racer is coming to 4K in 2026. Warner Brothers. Discovery Home Entertainment is officially bringing Wachowski's 2008 live-action adaptation to 4K Ultra HD this year.
Yes, when?
Speed Racer is coming to 4K in 2026. An exact date isn't set yet, but it's shaping up to be a visual feast for fans.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Hope you enjoy that 4K upgrade when it drops.
I will. I am now nervous about when we're gonna get an update for that, because if Warner Brothers is selling, I don't know like if that puts a halt or just like a pause, a delay, anything. I'm really looking forward to it. I love Speed Racer. And have I done my rewatch already? Yes. Yes, I did. I did it in February for Valentine's Day. But does that matter? Absolutely not. It is an amazing movie. It is perfect. Would I dare say it's such a thing? Maybe. I know. Damn it. God, I like The Stand. Listen, I like The Stand, but it's annoying having to, like, when you gotta get under, it's not very convenient. You know what made Speed Racer perfect? Music. Just give me one musical number. And I'd be set for life. And it really just shows how good of a movie it is, considering there is, in fact, no musical number, and it is my favorite. Okay, I think I'm starting to understand why people use wax. It is because after, like, eventually from all of the friction, it does look like it gets a little messy. Like the thread gets a little fluffy, if you will. And so wax would probably help with that, just to keep it nice and smooth. I don't think I can use wax now though, because it's not gonna look very good with the contrast. I mean, it might be high contrast between the one that I waxed and the one that I didn't. And so like the old ones will look all fuzzy, and then the new thread will look nice and smooth. And it'll just be too obvious and not look good. So, but the more you learn. Uh-oh. Went a little too much in autopilot and I missed a stitch. I think last week on Tuesday we played Minecraft, and I might do that again this week. I think it would have been great to do it today because Minecraft Monday works really well. We love a little bit of alliteration. Alliteration? Alliteration. But it's just perfect because it's in the middle of the week, my work week. And so it gives my back a little bit of a break because working like this just does hurt. And like I said, I work in a warehouse, so it is physical labor, so it can be a little bit heavy sometimes, most of the time. Oh, I can't do this one because then I'm gonna cut it off and I'm gonna like cut it in half, making it that much shorter. Let's look at the pattern real quick. Okay, I think we're actually gonna leave that last row until the end. I'm gonna move up here. We'll do... ¿Cuánto nos quedan? Nos quedan 10 minutos, so we'll do... I guess we'll do this section. And then... Yeah, I guess we'll do this section here. And I think probably by the end of that we'll meet our the end of the stream, so let's do this really quickly. So I believe I have some stitches up here, and I think those are going to be the squares that you can see in the pattern. So yeah, okay. So we can see right here is where 1, 2, 3. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then it's 3 up. So that's God, it's so hard to see. Ah, ya sé que me tumbó. No te creas, it wasn't that. But I had mis tijeras. Because the line is right here. Yeah. So it's 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. Right? Let me double check. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay, good. Just gotta make sure you're putting it in the right spot. I'm like so not even close to it. Okay. And we're ready to go. Sorry. This is a bit of a harder angle to do. Just because it's higher up. That's 2. You skip 1. God, not the cat hairs on here. And then you skip 1 again. It's gonna take forever with my other hand. Much less coordinated. Okay, we'll flip around again. Oh, you know what? It might have been the last movie I watched in theaters? Superman. I think that was it. God, and it was so good too. I cried. Yeah. And it deserved it. It's such a sweet movie. God, it's so good. I need to watch it again. It was actually the first time I liked Superman as a superhero. The first superhero I remember ever like knowing as a child was Spider-Man through Tobey Maguire's movies. And so like he's always been like one of my favorites, especially because he is just it's so easy to like Peter Parker, like with different iterations that have come out. I was never one to be like, ugh, another one. At least when I was younger. Maybe this is the age when things start being more annoying. But God, you just... Oh, but no, it's so funny actually. Wait. How long has it been since the last Spider-Man movie? No, maybe. Alexa, when was the last Spider movie? Did I say Spider movie?
The last fire-related movie was Avatar, Fire and Ash, which came out on December 19th, 2025. Are you looking for a specific type of fire movie, like a documentary or a disaster film?
It heard fire. No, sorry, I meant Spider-Man.
The last Spider-Man movie was Spider-Man, Across the Spider-Verse, released on June 2nd, 2023.
23. Across the Spider-Verse. When did No Way Home come out?
Searching for Spider-Man, Across the Spider-Verse. Found a bonus X-ray edition.
No thank you, I'm good.
Sounds good. Catch you later.
Would have been funnier if she did some kind of spider pun. How many is it? 4? I think I'm 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. So I'm just... I don't know what's going on. I think... Where's the line? Okay, the line is right here. So it should be... Okay, yeah, that's fine. And then it's 1, 2, 4. I guess I can just end it here. Oh, no. I have to go back. Because I watched this podcast where they go over the entire history of a company. And so when I got into the into vintage media and physical media and stuff, I became really interested in Sony, because Sony is just one of those brands that I've learned at some point somehow to trust, right? Like growing up, you just hear about all of these brands, and then somehow some part of your brain, I guess, it absorbs the marketing or something along those lines. And some of these brands just mean like quality to me, and it's just Sony was one of those. Fortunately, I was right. But so I listened to this podcast, and it was like 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours long, where they go over the entire history of Sony as a company. Including, I believe, the, wait, no, does that make sense? How, yeah, the founder, yeah, Sony, because it's Japanese, isn't it? Because I listened to a lot of them, so, you know, forgive me if I confuse any of them together. But how I think the creator, or one of the creators of Sony, was around for World War II. Does that make no? It's got to be 1, 2, 1, 1. Yeah, 1. Duh. And doesn't matter. Anyways, the point is that instead of just talking about things I don't know anything. God, they're getting, the greens are so similar, they're starting to all look alike and blend together. Okay. But Sony ends up with the IP of Spider-Man, and in this they said that they said that they own Spider-Man, but with the contingency that they have to make, oh, maybe it was more than that. They have to make a Spider-Man movie every couple of years. Now, in my head, I thought I remembered every 2 years, but it might be more than that. And because I was thinking, oh, there's so many Spider-Mans, it's true. But then I remember listening to that, and I'm like, oh, that's why. Because they gotta, or else they lose it. And let's be honest, Sony doesn't have much, especially with, what am I thinking of? Like Sony Pictures? That's a thing, right? Okay, I was wrong for that. Wait. I was? Why am I missing a square there? Am I missing a square there? No, I'm not. I'm in the wrong line. Okay, yeah. No, that's not. It is so hard to see in what part of the pattern I am. What did I just do? Okay, I did this one. Oh, which means... Oh, okay, I started in the wrong one. But that's okay because I can just go back and do one. So I'll just keep going from there. Well, okay, I guess I got it. Well, no, let's just go back so it's not too confusing. Because then we skip one. My throat is so dry. Yeah? Yeah. We skip... Yeah, okay. Jesus, it's hard to see. And all the greens. Like this, and then it's a square, and then it's one more after it. Oh, where did this come from? Oh, sorry, that's a different green. I keep thinking I did the stitch in the wrong place, but it's just a different shade of green. But they look the same, so it's hard to tell. Oh, duh. Okay, and then we just finish this one, and then I do a stitch here as well because I missed it the first time around. Just like so. Oh, in April we have Record Store Day. That's another thing I need to be ready for. Maybe gay. And damn, I should have just gone down and then just gone. It is what it is. So it's just these two here. And I will finish those off. I should have just done them one by one already, honestly. How I Met Your Mother, that's another show I will rewatch sometimes. I really liked watching sitcoms, but specific ones. I think How I Met Your Mother is was a good one for me when I was younger because everyone's like young, but they're like a young adult. And first, I don't know why I didn't do Friends. I just didn't. Okay, and then in that same line, you skip 3, which is right there, and then we can move forward here. Okay, so that's 3. Of course, How I Met Your Mother had to go and ruin it with that terrible ending. I felt so betrayed. It's 2, and then it's 1. And it's 1. And it lines up perfectly with the orange right up above it. Perfect. Love to see it. Okay. Oh, I'm missing one more stitch. Good thing I checked. I'll just use up whatever I have left of this thread, and then I'll call it there. But we still have plenty. Okay, it's not lining up? No, yeah, yes it is. Of course it is. This will be so painful to do. I'm just constantly being confused with these other green shades. I am oh so tired. But it is so nice to see it get filled out so much. So nice. And as confusing as the multiple shades of the same color are, they make it look that much nicer. Oh. Oh, we watched Mean Girls. That was the other movie we watched. That was fun. Or maybe it wasn't that. Well, that was, I think, like 2 weeks ago. So I don't know if that is the one I was thinking of or not. I'm I'm so annoyed. I was looking for CRTVs, and especially CRTVs with VCR combos, and even for ones where like the TV works but the VCR combo part of it doesn't, they still want to charge you $40. And it's like, sir, no, like half of this thing doesn't even work. And you bought it for like $5 at a thrift store, probably, maybe, I don't know. But I also, of course, stopped myself because because I have a VCR, it just doesn't work. But I haven't even tried to fix it, so I'm not allowed to try to buy another one. That's kind of the deal I made with myself. I just was looking, one, because I love window shopping, and then two, because since I failed to fix that tape deck, I am not feeling very hopeful about that VCR. I might try to do the VCR TV combo though, because I saw a post of a guy who was like, oh yeah, that's so easy, you just gotta like check the belt or fix the alignment or whatever and it'll be good to go. So we'll see. Okay, and I think this is it because I'm running out of thread, and so I will not be able to complete the next row, I don't even think. So, or maybe I would, but it'd be a really big struggle. So I'll just leave it here. I know we do have, unfortunately, like we're leaving mid-section with this color, but what can you do? It's time. I gotta go, you gotta go. I gotta eat, you gotta work, probably, I don't know. Maybe sleep, hopefully, because that sounds like a lot funner. But we're leaving it here. Okay, let me see. Let's check out how it's going. Look at that. It's starting to look so full. So we did all this entire section here. So it really fills it up. It really, really does. It's so good. And then we did this part here is what we started working on right now. These past 15 minutes. And so the next, so tomorrow we will finish up that color. It'll be just finishing that small section there and moving over to, oh, this section is done. Okay. Okay. Oh, that works out. Actually, because I have this one long piece of thread, and so this will be able to finish the section and then just finish that one row that I need it down here. And then after that, we'll see. We might do the rest of like in here, the U's that you can see in here, and some down here. So we'll see. But we have a lot of options, and we've done a lot of the bigger sections, so it's really up to us. I kind of want to do this tiny little section just because this color is so pretty. The S. But we get to decide tomorrow. So I'm gonna leave you. I'm really, really tired. I need to have dinner and go to sleep and sleep forever. So thank you so much for stopping by, for sticking around, and as much as you have. Thank you for getting getting all of that done with me. It's a lot of fun. It is so nice to be able to see the progress day by day. It's only week 2 that we've been doing this together. So, and I think we're doing excellent work. So, pat on the back. Did anyone, is it just me? Like, was this not a thing that you guys heard when you were, like, in kindergarten? Every teachers were like, okay, everyone did a great job. Everyone pat yourselves on the back. And I always did. Because I did do a good job, teacher. You're so right. But I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow. I stream Sunday through Wednesday at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. We usually do something chill, like our cross-stitching. And then on Friday and Saturday, you can find me at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we'll do something different. Last weekend, we failed at a project, so that was a lot of fun. I didn't know it was a failure until Saturday, though, so that part was nice. And I am not sure what we're gonna do this weekend, so keep an eye out. But I hope you had a good night, or good time with me. And please consider following along either YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. You can find me whichever you prefer. I like YouTube just because I pay for YouTube Premium, so I like to have that option out there for people. But regardless, thank you so much, and hopefully I'll catch you tomorrow. So good night.